Not to toot my own dang horn, but damn, she looks cute. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for today. Today we're doing a couple reviews and I'm really freaking excited also before we even jump in. I know I matched the wall. And the thing that happened was I put the sweater on. I sat down and I was like, okay, this is like cute, so cute. And then I was like, oh my God, I blend into the wall. But I had already put my hair up. And is there anything worse than putting your hair up and being like somewhat satisfied with it? I feel like I'm never really satisfied with my hair when it's up because I always feel like I look like a lollipop or a Q-tip. But like once it's up and then you have to take your shirt off and it just completely ruins it. So I was like, well, I guess we're blending into the wall today. But today's video, we're doing a review of the Lawless Foundation, Setting Spray, and Mascara. And I'm really freaking excited. I mean, my face looks tired. She's drab. She's in a tough spot because we're trying it all on and we're going to do a full look. And I'm really excited. And I kind of just want to jump in and get started. So if you are excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below on other videos that you want to see, other reviews that you want to see. I'm always on the hunt to see what you guys want me to film. And without further ado, let's jump into this Lawless Foundation review. All right, you guys, you're in close. I got my mirror, I got my coffee. I am ready to rock today. Also got my first Starbucks like holiday cup. Anyone else get excited about holiday cups? Because like I do. I'm one of those people that like starts holiday stuff like way too early though, so I might be one of the only ones that gets as excited, but I feel like everyone does. First things first, we have the Lawless Conceal the Deal Long Wear Full Coverage Foundation. And I've been testing this out for a while now. I literally ordered it the day that it launched. The shade I wear in this is Honeycomb. I really like drippy foundations. I don't know about you guys. So the thing I like about this component is depending on where you hold it, like you won't have like drip out, if that makes sense. But if you like kind of hold it where the like I'm doing it now, you'll get drip out. But if you hold it like this, you won't. Love that because there's always like, I don't know, I feel like with liquid foundation, sometimes it can get like honey, she's crazy. So this is the shade Honeycomb. It looks a little bit wild, but once I apply it, it's not that crazy. I always have a hard time with foundation matches though in general. So I'm gonna do a couple dabs on my face. I also have some hyperpigmentation right now, so this is good to see if it'll cover it because I've had some time of the month issues. So I'm gonna blend it out. And you can kind of see, like, you can see once it's like blended out that it's not that crazy. I can see like I have a monitor right here. It doesn't look crazy at all. It does look like it's a good match. That's why I feel like sometimes swatching is a little bit tough, and a lot of time people like will get a color that they think matches their face because they didn't like fully blend it out, and then it might not be a good match, or when they like swatch it they're like, honey, no way, and then when they actually blend it out they're like, oh, okay, never mind. So this is just a couple of dabs on the face. You can kind of see, I mean, I have hyperpigmentation right here that is still showing through, so I'm gonna apply a little bit here. Now I do have to say, I do not find this to be very full coverage. I find it to be medium buildable. I don't know if you can see, but there's still hyperpigmentation popping through right here. And I have a little bit over here. It's always good to do. I feel like for foundation stuff, depending on what it is, I like want to always wait and see kind of how it wears when I have hyperpigmentation. So that's it with the brush. That's kind of one layer done. I'm gonna move on to the other side of my face and do with a sponge. And the sponge I use is just the not It Cosmetics. The brush I used is It Cosmetics, the Heavenly Luxe number 7, but this is the Real Techniques one, and I really like their sponges. I just feel like they do such a good job. They do what you need them to do. And then definitely need to apply here. So that's kind of how much I'm applying right now, and I'm just gonna blend. Blend. Anyone else feel like, I mean, I don't normally have, I'm lucky, I feel like, because I don't normally have a lot of breakouts during my time of the month. I definitely have some, but it's not super bad. I mean, it's not perfect, right? Like my skin's not looking great, but like I feel like some people get them really bad. I feel like when I get my first time of the month around now, every single year, like this time of the year, right before the holidays hit, it really like my skin freaks out. The weather, it's so cold. My skin is like freaking out because I'm on the East Coast. So that you can see here, this is definitely, this hyperpigmentation was definitely dark. I can still see it. So I think it's buildable to be more full coverage, but I would definitely call this something that is a little bit more on the mid coverage range. I don't know. You guys, if you've tried it, let me know. I mean, I've had like so much just like this hyperpigmentation mark right here, like right by my nose, first of all, like not cute. This spot will not be covered. So I'm just gonna, this is like, she's dark. She's dark, and I will say, I feel like she's dark and she's more dry because it's like a really dark hyperpigmentation mark. And with that, I always get dryness on those marks. And with that, I feel like it is still, like you can still see it. That's the initial application. That's what it looks like. I feel like it is definitely more on the medium full coverage range. I wouldn't say it's full medium. I definitely think it has a little bit more coverage. But for my ladies and gentlemen out there that have some hyperpigmentation, which I think the majority of people do, even if it's more on the pink side, it doesn't have to be really, really dark, but you get marks. I will say, I don't think it's gonna cover all of them. And the mark on my nose, it's definitely covered, but again, I do find it clings to dry patches ever so slightly on the hyperpigmentation, like on the marks there, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my face and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the eye, like the mascara and all of that. All right, you guys, we are done with the rest of the face. I feel like we went a little blush heavy. I mean, I'm gonna speed up my whole application so that you can kind of see. I'll link everything I use down below, but I feel like I went a little heavy with the blush, but that's okay. I mean, it's a blush moment. It's a blush time. This stuff that I'm using on my lips, the Amicole lip oil, girl, like she is so hydrating. I love it. Okay, next, let's move on to mascara. So this is the Lawless One and Done mascara. And this is really, really interesting. When I first saw this, I was like, girl. So the brush is kind of funky. It kind of looks like, okay, what are those old tiny, like, they were like really intense, like barbarians use them. They were like these balls and they had spice all over them. This low key, but also high key looks like that. Like it's super intense, like barbarian lifestyle, which like nothing wrong with that. But I just, when you first look at it, it's kind of crazy. It is a plastic brush. I'm going to clean it off because I do find that this needs to be cleaned off. And just by clean it off, I mean just removing some of the excess product on there. We don't need that much. And I find I get fall down and I also get some just running if I don't. So this is it cleaned off. It's really cute. I like it. I like this brush. I've never used anything like this. So it has a little ball at the end that you can do for your bottom lashes or whatever. I'm going to apply it one coat and then you can see, and then I'll apply another one. Okay, so that is one coat done. I'm gonna get in closer. Hope I can focus on my eyes. There we go. Oh my God, look at that highlight. She's cute. So yeah, that is one coat done. I actually really like this. I think it looks really, really nice. I think you just have to, not finesse, but you just have to be careful with all mascaras in general, with if it's something that's more volumizing or the actual brush has a lot of product on it. Oh my gosh. Hairs everywhere. Everyone, do you ever feel like when you use your mascara wand, there's always just like phantom hairs on it and like you're just pulling it from like your sweater or whatever and it somehow floated in the air and like got on your brush? Or is that just me? I feel like I'm always pulling hairs out. But I feel like in general with mascara wands, you have to be careful and really make sure you're cleaning it off, because you can always apply more, but like it's once you like made a mistake, or not made a mistake, but it's just like there's too much, it can look clumpy, it can look a little bit crazy. So cleaning it off is always like a right choice. All right, let's do coat 2. I feel like this is the type of mascara. I applied the second coat on this side now. I find that this is the type of mascara that I prefer it when I let it dry for a second, not fully dry, but like dry down a bit and then apply my second coat. I feel like when I don't really get the look that I want, which I know kind of sounds confusing. I just feel like it doesn't do, I don't know, it doesn't do what I want it to do. So I'm gonna apply bottom lashes and then we're gonna do some setting spray and then we're going to wrap it up. With this, you have to be really careful. Again, this has a lot of product on the brush and like if you're not careful, like Not that spidery lashes aren't really cute for like certain occasions. I mean, actually, you know what? Whatever lashes you like are awesome. But like for me personally, I don't like that clumpier bottom lash unless I'm going like really heavy, dark, crazy, cute, smoked out, sexy lashes at night. Like for every day, I want to like it to be a little bit more chill if I'm putting it on my bottom lashes. I don't find that this mascara runs a ton, but I do think, again, you got to clean off the brush. And if you have this mascara and you've run into the issue of it running or whatever, clean off the brush. I do think when you don't, there is, you run that risk. I don't find that like they fall if I curl them. I don't normally curl my lashes, but I always try when I test mascara to curl them and see how long the curl holds. It has, I feel like it gives a curl, but if your lashes are really straight or you love a lot of curl, I don't find that my lashes fall quicker than any other mascara. I feel like it does a good job of holding that. Now, I wouldn't normally do setting spray after I do my lashes. In general, I prefer to do my setting spray before, but we're doing it after today. Usually, sometimes when I do it after, I find that I can get more running than I would. So it has a ball in this. So loud, so sorry. But it has a ball, you shake it up. Now, I found this really interesting because of the spray. So it has like the lip, I just feel like the spray is interesting because it doesn't spread out as much. It's more direct, if that makes sense. Some people prefer that, some people don't. It's all up to you. It does have a scent, I will say. Like, this is really interesting because it's a very, very fine mist. So your face is not soaked. Like, you see how much I applied? I'm still gonna apply more. Now, choking on that, jeez. Now, the scent is really light. It goes away. It dissipates really quickly. I don't find that this dries out my skin or makes it too dewy. It kind of gives like a nice finish to the skin. My preference with this type of sprayer is I like something that is a little bit more all over the face. But everyone has their personal preference. Like a lot of people prefer something that's a little bit more pinpointy. So like if you just want to do your cheeks or something like that, you have this option, because a lot of the time if you do like powder on just your cheeks, which a lot of people do that, and then they do cream everywhere else, they prefer to do an extra layer on the parts that have just the powder. To kind of make it like melt into the skin. So it's just your preference, but it doesn't mean I don't like it. I actually do really like this setting spray. I think it leaves a really nice finish. It dries really quickly. I mean, it's drying as we speak right now. You can definitely tell. And I feel like my skin looks really healthy and like youthful and cute and glowy. But it's like not super mattifying. It's not super, I don't know. It's like a, I don't know if satin finish is right, but I feel like it's a little bit more on that side. It's kind of like midway, mid between giving yourself some dewy setting spray and some mattifying setting spray. I never like mattifying setting sprays in general. I don't know, I just feel like as you get older, I think it obviously depends on your skin type, but as you get older, the more moisture, the better. And I feel like even if you have oily skin, having stuff that hydrates you is better for your oil production. And if you are hydrated, you will produce less oils and become less oily. I prefer something that kind of is either super hydrating or just kind of middle of the road. I don't like to swing the other way. I just feel like by the end of the day, I end up more greasy. But it really, everyone has their own preferences, but this is actually really nice. I like it. The scent goes away pretty quickly. This kind of has that like slight tack to the face feeling, but it goes away, so it doesn't last super long. All right, so that's it. I want to do a quick roundup of like my thoughts, because I feel like when you're doing a tutorial, like the reason I don't always do tutorials when I do reviews is I don't hit all the points. So we're gonna do a quick deep dive, really quick. So the foundation, I find again that this is a little bit more medium to full coverage. You can build it to be full coverage, but I will say again, if you have hyperpigmentation, I feel like if it's super, super, super dark, which some of mine are, not all of them are, even the ones that you saw, those are like faded. They were so dark before, and I'm testing out this new product that I think, new to me product that I think I'm gonna end up recommending, because it has helped my hyperpigmentation so much. Like normally my stuff lasts for like years. Like I feel like some of it is like here to stay for a while, and that stuff has really helped. But even for like the ones that they're kind of lightened up a little bit, I would say even those you can still kind of see through. You really got to pack it on. But like My preference is like 1 coat to maybe 2 coats of foundation. I don't want to have to like take a lot of time to kind of get it to cover what I want it to. Then I'd rather just use a concealer, if that makes sense. So I would say that this is more medium again to full. You can get it to be full, but if you have hyperpigmentation, you might have a little bit of trouble covering it all. Also because hyperpigmentation tends to be on the drier side, not always, but a lot of the time. So with that, you know, this will definitely cling to dry patches a little bit, not so much as like the Kosas one. The Kosas one definitely clings to dry patches, but this also kind of in that same vein clings to dry patches. Now, I really do like how this looks, how it feels. I mean, you guys let me know what you think of this look down below. I mean, she's just like a quick, easy, everyday makeup look, but like how you feel my skin looks. I think it looks really, really pretty. I think that you can get like a really nice flawless finish. My preference with this foundation is to use my fingers and then kind of go over the top with a sponge or my brush. The brush I always use for foundation is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7. She is so good. Oh my god. I'm truly obsessed. Like, both of these are great. I like to do fingers first and then apply it like this. I don't love foundation that feels heavy on the face, so applying it like that kind of gives me the finish, the look that I want. Really, I actually really like this foundation. I think it's really good, and I understand why people are like obsessed with it. It's really nice. I mean, look at that. I know I'm wearing highlighter, but like, look, don't you just feel like my skin looks so pretty? If I don't, not to toot my own dang horn, but damn, she looks cute. Next, mascara. This is really interesting. I actually really, at first when I saw this, I was like, sweetie, what medieval trap have you put me in with this dang brush? But then when I actually used it, I was like, oh, never mind, it's fine. I will say the bristles are a little bit, I feel like, on the shorter side than like what I typically like in mascara wands. It's not a bad thing. I just like a mascara wand that's a little bit, like the bristles are a little bit longer, so when there's a lot of product on the brush, I don't feel like I'm like shoving it in my eye, if that makes sense. But just clean off the brush. I think it's important to clean this off. I think if not, you might not, if you're the type of person that usually has the issue with running with mascaras, you might really not enjoy this, just because, again, there's a lot of product on this brush, and it's a little bit of a more wet formula, so you just want to make sure it's like cleaned off on this. In general, always my recommendation with mascaras is like give it a couple tries, because you never know what, and try it a couple different ways. Clean off the wand, don't clean off the wand. And giving products a couple chances is usually worth a while, because then you can find, first of all, how you like to wear your makeup, but also the best way you like to use certain products. This is really good. I like it. I mean, again, let's get close. Like, look how cute. My lashes look really pretty. I feel like they look volumized, curled. I don't know. I really like how this makes my lashes look. It definitely like gives a little bit of a statement, and it's definitely not the most, like, if you like really separated lashes and all that, I don't think maybe this is for you, just because of how much is on, like, product is on the wand, and even once you clean it off, there's still a ton on there, so it ends up being a little less separating. But I really like this. I think it wears nicely. Great. Setting spray. This is really nice. I like it. Again, I prefer something that's a little bit more all over the face spray, but that's just because I like kind of 1-2 spray, be done, out the door. But what I will say about this, I really like how quick this dries. Some dang setting sprays, you're sitting there for like freaking 45 minutes. Not really, but like you're sitting there forever, and you're like, all right, I got places to do, people to see. I got places to be and people to see. That's what it is. Like, let's get a move on. And sometimes it takes so long, and you're like, sweetie, can we dry already? This dries really fast, which I like a lot. I like the light scent that it has. Scent's not for everyone, but if you do enjoy a little bit of a scent, or a scent doesn't bother you, I would definitely recommend checking this out. Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like my skin looks really nice today. I mean, look. Are you joking? She's so cute. Like, just really pretty. And up close, I'm gonna get my mirror. You know what? Let's get a mirror. And up close, like, there's no weird, I don't know, patchiness. I don't find, like, sometimes with like more full coverage stuff, it's like it's like more patchy, and it's like lightweight feeling. I don't know. I just feel like my face looks really good, and this is part of that. This is really, really good. I enjoy it. I think, oh my gosh, I just feel like my skin looks so pretty. I'm a huge fan of this. I will have to say, like, I really, really like it. If you ask me what my favorite product of the whole video is, it's gonna be this. This is so freaking good. I actually really enjoy this. Again, I wear the shade Honeycomb, and although the shade when I put it out looked wild, it actually is a really good match for me, and I really enjoy it. I think it looks really, really nice. Is it perfect match? No, but I have a hard time finding perfect matches because I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist for me. Like, I feel like I found a few that were perfect for when I'm like lose all my tan in summer and like my skin is what it is. Then I have a couple that are pretty close to perfect, but like not, there's never like a perfect match. And yeah, that's it for this Lawless review, this Lawless Foundation review. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.